Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at the Leatherman Supertool. This will be the first of 4 additions that Leatherman brings to their chain to eventually get to the Leatherman Supertool 300, which is their 4th iteration. So we've got the Leatherman Supertool, which is this one, the original one, and then there was the Leatherman 200, which actually had those locks, sort of like the Pulse on the side. Then there was a Leatherman Core, and then there was this, the Leatherman Supertool 300. So this will be the super tool that starts everything off. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and look at some of its features. So right away we see that it has the Leatherman USA pliers, and we have also got the crimping notch at the bottom, which I really like. I feel like that really just adds some capability to the multi-tools. At the end we have got the needle nose pliers. Those meet very well. We have got the wire cutters, and these are a little damaged. I guess they do have a hard wire notch at the bottom right there. And then they have, of course, the big cutting surface for normal wires. Now, obviously, you can't find these new in the store anymore. You have to buy these used. So, unfortunately, this one's a little scuffed up, but it's still nice to see what the Leatherman Supertool started out as. All right, so let's go ahead and look in this side. Now, one of the neat things about the Leatherman Supertool is it will be one of the earlier super tools to have a lock on it. So this will lock into place, and then you'll notice there's this tension bar, and how you have to do it is you actually have to wedge that bar back and up, or out rather, before you can close the other tools. So that's how the early locking mechanism works. So it's pretty effective, but probably for some people it would have been a little annoying to have to open the tools every time, but it's not that bad. So again, we have Leatherman USA on the tools itself. So we've got a fairly long knife blade, and I'm so used to the normal super tool, I've got to go ahead and use this instead of the buttons because this doesn't have any. Then on the other side, we've got the file. This is very fine file, and this will be the coarse file. And again, this tool's been heavily used. So, all right, and then we have the screwdrivers. Tons and tons of screwdrivers. So we've got a large screwdriver, we've got a medium screwdriver, and then we actually have this awl, which is going to be different than what Leatherman ends up with, but this is going to be one of the earlier Leatherman awls. So this is going to be the pattern. So that's a unique take on the awl as well. All right, then on the other side, we've got the serrated blade. And then we have got the saw. And then we've got some more screwdrivers. We've got the Phillips, and then another micro looking screwdriver. And then we've got the can opener. And I think this is going to be one of the earlier tools that actually uses the wire stripper as well. So this will have the V-notch there to cut wire. I'm not sure if this is the first, but this, I believe, is one of the earlier models to have that. All right, so this is a fairly compact tool. Obviously, you've got no belt clip. The Leatherman Supertool 300 doesn't even have one. You do have your inches, centimeters, if that's really important to you. But what I like about this is that it is locking. And then, of course, you've got this little notch if you want to hang this around your neck or whatever. All right, so let's compare this to the Supertool 300. And they're almost the same size and height, but width, you can see the original Supertool was definitely thinner. So let's go ahead and open these up and see how they compare. Now, obviously, the current generation of the Supertool has removable wire cutters. They have the notch. They actually have 2 crimper sections down here, which is pretty nice. But the pliers are definitely a lot beefier on the current generation. So you can see sort of on this edge right here is where the current generation adds a lot of strength to its pliers as well. But we've still got the serrated blade, we've got the saw, we have got the Phillips, sort of a smaller screwdriver, and the can opener. As on this one we had the can opener, so it's pretty similar actually as we look at it. Things haven't changed just a whole bunch. We've pretty much got the exact same tool set. It's just been updated a little bit. The blade styles have changed. And the implements are almost actually the same size, so that's pretty neat actually. You've got the can opener on both the Phillips. Now the Phillips has changed a little bit, but you've still got the same tool set. Now on the other side of the original, we've got the knife, file, and we have got two screwdrivers in the awl. So on the Leatherman Supertool 300, we have got 2 screwdrivers in the awl, and the file and the knife. So yeah, it's the same. It's just the implements have definitely been updated in the newer Supertool. So that's pretty neat to see how the Leatherman Supertool started out. This definitely is a lot thinner model. It still has all the same tools, but it is lighter to carry. It's not as heavy, but it's not quite as beefy feeling as the Leatherman 300. It definitely feels a little less sturdy, but it's a really neat multi-tool. Leatherman did a really good job, and all these years later, it's still a very viable multi-tool to carry day to day. All right, hope you've enjoyed this video. Check out my other Leatherman videos, and we'll see you in the next video.